Hi friends, how are we doing today? So we are going to read a special book. So it's called I Love Saturdays y Domingos. Have you guys ever heard of this before? Doesn't really sound like how we usually speak. Maybe for some of you it is, but it is actually partly in Spanish. Misty hasn't taken Spanish since she was in middle school. So we are going to give this book a try. And what do you think it's going to be about? Just based on the cover. I see a family. So we know just from the picture that it's going to be a family story because we talked about once we see about the characters and the setting, then we know like, this might be a family story instead of a regular story. So they look like they all love each other, which is what we also said when we tried to figure out what a family looks like or what it is. It's when somebody loves you. Aw, here's part of my family. You want to say hi? Please get out of the way. Oh, thank you. Would you like to help mommy? This is Nemo. He's one of my babies. He's made a few appearances, and now he's gone. So, I'm sorry if you can hear him. Now my other fur baby dog is chasing him. So, let's get into the book and see what is going on. Okay. Can you see this? This is the picture. It says, Saturdays and Sundays are my special days. I call Sundays Domingos, and you'll soon see why. On Saturdays, I go visit Grandma and Grandpa. Grandma and Grandpa are my father's parents. They are always happy to see me. I say, hi, Grandpa, hi, Grandma, as I walk in, and they say, hello, sweetheart, how are you? Hello, darling. So that's them. And over here, it says, I spend los domingos with abuelito y abuelita. Abuelito y abuelita are my mother's parents. They are always happy to see me. I say, hola, abuelito, hola, abuelita, as I get out of the car. And they say, hola, hijita, ¿cómo estás? Hola, mi corazón. So basically they're saying, how are you? Hi, my love. On Saturdays, Grandma serves me breakfast, milk, scrambled eggs, and pancakes. The pancakes are spongy. I like to put a lot of honey on my pancakes. Grandma asks me, do you like them, sweetheart? And I answer, oh, yes, Grandma, I love them. Los Domingos, Abuelita serves me a large glass of papaya juice and a plate of eggs called huevos rancheros. The huevos rancheros are wonderful. No one makes them better than Abuelita. Abuelita asks me if I like them. ¿Te gustan, hijita? First I need to swallow, and then I answer, sí, Abuelita, me encantan. That means that she really likes them. Grandma has a tabby cat. Her name is Taffy. I roll on the carpet and call, come, Taffy, let's play. Abuelita has a dog. His name is Camelo. When I go out to the garden, Camelo follows me. I call out to him, ven, Canelo, vamos a jugar. Do you notice something that's different between the two grandparents? One of them speaks English and the other one speaks Spanish. Grandma collects owls. Every time that she and Grandpa go on a trip, she brings back an owl for her collection. Each one is different. I count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, to see how her collection is growing. Abuelita loves animals. When she was little, she lived on a farm. She is glad that now they have a large backyard so she can keep chickens. One of her hens has been sitting on her eggs for many days. Now the chicks have hatched. I count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. You see all the chickens? On Saturday, Grandpa and Grandma play a movie about the circus for me on the VCR. I don't know if you guys know what a VCR is. Kind of like an old school DVD player. I like the circus, especially the lions and the tigers, says Grandpa. And the giraffe, says Grandma. When Grandma and Grandpa ask me what part I like best, I answer, I like the mother elephant and her little elephant best. Un domingo, abuelito y abuelita take me to a real circus. Me encanta el circo, abuelito, I say. Mira los leones y los tigres, says abuelita. Y las jirafas, abuelito adds. When they ask me what I like best, I say, la mamá elefanta y su elefantito. Ooh. So basically the same thing that she said over here. So she likes the mama elephant and the baby elephant. But she said it to them in Spanish. Grandpa has a beautiful aquarium. He keeps it very clean. Look at that big fish, Grandpa says, and points to the big yellow fish. I like the little ones, I answer. It's fun to watch the big and little fish. I watch my nose pressed against the glass for a long time. Abuelito takes me to the seashore. He loves to walk by the ocean. We sit on the pier and look down at the water. Mira el pez grande, Abuelito says. He points to a big fish. Me gustan los chiquitos, I answer, and show him some little silverfish that are nibbling by a rock. We stay at the pier un buen rato for a long time. It's okay. Grandpa knows I love surprises. On Saturday when I arrive, he has blown up a bunch of balloons for me. The balloons look like a big bouquet of flowers, yellow, red, orange, blue, and green. What fun, Grandpa, I say, and run with my balloons up and down the yard. Un domingo, Abuelito also has a special surprise for me. He has made me a kite. The kite is made of colored paper and looks like a giant butterfly. Amarillo, rojo, anaranjado, azul, y verde. So we have yellow, red, orange, blue, and green, just like how she had with her balloons. Que divertido, Abuelito, I say, and I hold on to the string of my kite as it soars high in the air. Grandpa likes to tell stories. He tells me about how his mother, his father, and his older brother came to America in a big ship from Europe. He also tells me about growing up in New York City. When he was a young boy, he delivered papers early in the morning before school to help his family. Abuelito also likes to tell stories. Oh, excuse me. He tells me about the times when he was growing up on a rancho in Mexico. He worked in the fields when he was very young. He also tells me how his father went to Texas looking for work, and Abuelito was left in charge of his family, and he was only 12. Wow, being in charge of a family at 12 sounds hard. Grandpa loves to tell me about her grandmother whose parents came to California in a covered wagon. It was a long, difficult trip. Grandma's grandmother was born on the trail. Later, she became a teacher. Grandma is very proud of her grandmother. I feel proud too. Abuelita loves to tell me about her abuelita and her mama. Her abuelita's family are Native Americans. Abuelita is very proud of her Indian blood because the Indians really know how to love the land. Abuelita feels orgullo, and I feel orgullo too. It's my birthday. This time, Grandma and Grandpa come to our house. They have brought me a new doll. Grandma has made her a dress in my favorite color. What a beautiful doll, Grandpa, I tell him, and I give him a big kiss. What a pretty blue dress. Thank you, Grandma. I love you very much, I say. So there's her new doll. Now, does it look like they love each other for her family? Yeah, absolutely. Abuelito y Abuelita also come. Abuelito has made me a dollhouse. Abuelita has made me a dress for my birthday. The dress is exactly like my doll's dress. Abuelita and Grandma must have planned this surprise together. Qué linda casa de muñecas, Abuelito. Gracias, I say and give Abuelito a big hug. Y qué bonito vestido azul, Abuelita. El azul es mi color favorito, I tell her. Gracias, Abuelita, te quiero mucho. So she said that she loves her blue dress and that the blue is her favorite color. All my cousins and friends come to the party. We gather together to break the piñata that my mom has filled with candy and gifts. Abuelito is holding the rope to make the piñata go up and down. We all line up. The younger kids are in front. Abuelita covers our eyes with a folded scarf so that we can't see the piñata. That was always the hardest game for me, was trying to hit a piñata. Oof. Finally, I blow out the candles and cut the cake. Everyone sings happy birthday. Then they sing Las Mañanitas. It goes like this. All right. Misty is going to try her very hardest to try and sing this song. If I don't say it the right way, I tried. Just like how you try your best in school, I'm trying my best with this book. All right, let's see. Estas son las mañanitas que cantaba el rey David. Hoy por ser tu cumpleaños te las cantamos a ti. Despierta, mi amor, despierta, mira, que ya amaneció. Ya los pajaritos cantan, la luna ya se metió. Come say happy birthday, and some say feliz cumpleaños. For me, it's a wonderful day. Un día maravilloso. I don't think I did that bad. Look at me. Las Mañanitas is a traditional Mexican song. It is sung at birthdays, and in some areas of Mexico, mariachis can be hired to serenade the person who is celebrating her or his birthday. The song says, so the one that I just said in Spanish, says, "This is the beautiful morning song which King David used to sing. Today, because it is your birthday, we shall sing it for you. Wake up, my loved one, wake up. The sun has just come out. The little birds are singing and the moon has gone to sleep." What do we think? That's not a book that we've really seen before. So the other ones look more traditional if you think of an American family. But we have incorporated another language, another culture, because we got to see how a family who speaks English, who are from Europe or America, and they have like the traditional pancakes and balloons at the circus and all of that stuff. But then she also goes to her grandparents on her mom's side, and they are well, her grandpa is from Mexico and they speak Spanish. So with them, they have different foods. They have different things that they do. Like they play with a dog. They have chickens instead of owls that the other grandma collects. And like how she goes to the actual pier instead of having actual fish in the house. So that's a tradition that they have. Now, we know that it's also a family story because it shows the backgrounds of different families, even when it starts to go back to where her grandparents are from and talking about how they grew up and where they came from. So that's also part of the setting. So we saw that the characters are her and her grandparents on both sides, but the setting is also at each of their houses and where they're from. So that way we get to see what it's like as a family in different parts of the book in the different settings. So some of you might compare yourself to this book. Some of you might contrast yourself. So maybe some of you don't have any family members that speak a different language, and some of you, that's probably all you speak at home. So seeing these family stories in different perspectives definitely gives you an insight to see what it is like in a family that might be different from yours, but it still is a family. So, with that said, if you have a similar story, you can even make a video about it. If you want to, you can submit it, or you can draw a picture that might go along with it if you compare yourselves or you find that it's similar. If not, you don't have to submit anything. That's okay. But as long as we got to notice and talk about it together, that this is a family story, and the other books that we have read so far are also family stories. Remember, a family is about people that love you and are always there for you, and they grow with you. So doesn't matter what they look like, what they speak. Ooh, my hair. As long as they're there for you, that's all that matters. So until next time, have a great rest of your day. I love you guys.